Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be doing my top favorite moisturizing slash hydrating sunscreens that I've been continuously using. All are available in India. Now I've made a lot of sunscreen videos on my channel. You can scroll and watch. Now let's get started with the video. Number one, the sunscreen that my skin loves for a really long time. This is the Dr. Sheth's Ceramide and Vitamin C sunscreen. Now this has SPF 50 PA+++ anti-pollution, anti-visible light. Now this has 1% ceramide complex, 2% vitamin C complex and hyaluronic acid. So it has all the good ingredients. Ceramide, again, so good for your skin barrier, very good for hydration. Hyaluronic acid, again, an amazing ingredient for that moisturization and hydration your skin needs. And vitamin C also helps brighten the skin. So this has this has been one of my favorite sunscreens, and it's so moisturizing. The texture of this is it's thick and creamy, and it's so moisturizing, leaves no white cast, blends beautifully into the skin. Now with this I like to use my 2 fingers rather than going with 3 fingers, because it does sting my eyes a little when I use like a lot of it. So I avoid my eye area. So when I'm using this, I do not use it near my eye area because it does sting my eyes. But other than that, it's a beautiful sunscreen, such amazing ingredients. Now this is, as I said, very moisturizing. So oily skin, maybe this will not suit you, but normal combination dry skin, this is so freaking good. And with this, whenever I use this, I do tend to skip my moisturizer. It's that hydrating. But then I do have my days where I will use a moisturizer and then I use this. Sometimes I'll just use it on my own, but mostly I do use a moisturizer whenever I use any sunscreen, regardless of how moisturizing it is and it isn't. I will always use a moisturizer. So yeah. But two, the next sunscreen I have is by Earth Rhythm. Now I know there is a lot of controversy over the sunscreen, but I personally really like it. The one thing that I have noticed, and in my last sunscreen video, a lot of you told me that they do not like the formula of the sunscreen, faced a lot of issue regarding this. The thing with this sunscreen is that the formula and the formula of this sunscreen is not consistent, and it is kind of shady. But particular one which I personally got, I really like it. It is a very nice hydrating sunscreen. Now this is a sunscreen only suited for dry skin, so only and only for dry to very dry skin, or even just very dry skin. Pull this sunscreen out when I know I have to put on makeup, because this works as a primer, moisturizer, sunscreen, everything for me. It even works like an illuminating glossy kind of a primer for my skin. I don't really use this on a day-to-day basis when I know I'll just do my skincare. I do not like is the packaging. In Onibus, I think they've just stuck a sticker over here. Before they had like imprinted on the packaging, but now they've stuck a sticker. Even the cap does not like fit. It just keeps falling off, which I hate. I would say that even if you pick up this sunscreen, always get it only when it is a 50% discount. Only then I think it's worth it. The MRP of this is somewhere around 800 to 900, which I do not think it's worth paying for. So only if you're getting 50%, which is like almost all of, which is almost like throughout the year, I think it's only worth it if you pick it up on a 50% discount. Okay, the next sunscreen that I have here is the Face Skin SPF Juice. Now I got this a while back. I don't think I've mentioned this on my channel, but this sunscreen is one of a kind. Like, I have not used a formula like this in any sunscreen. So this has SPF 50 PA++. It's broad spectrum protect for all skin types, 50 ml, and I love the packaging. It's very minimal, yet it's just a very nice feel good kind of a packaging. The consistency of this sunscreen is just like a juice. They have named it so apt. It is like a juice. It's like a serum consistency, very watery. It is very much water based, very thin and very liquid consistency. This sunscreen is will work for all skin types. If you have oily skin, get this. You're gonna love this. It's because this is not going to make you feel and look like an oily mess. It's not greasy at all. For me, I have to use a moisturizer whether it's any season. I will definitely have to use a moisturizer when I use this, but at the same time it feels very hydrating on the skin. It just feels, your skin feels really juicy whenever I use this, and right way, it blends beautifully. No white cast, it has no fragrance. And if you have oily skin and if you want to pick up one sunscreen from this video, go for this. Even suitable for humid weather conditions. So if you live in a hot and humid place, this is going to really suit. It just feels like nothing whenever I use this. It absorbs so quickly. It just feels nothing, like I have nothing on my skin, yet my skin does feel hydrated. I have my days when I love this. I have my days when I use this. I have my days when I use a moisturizer and then use this. But overall, I just do really like this sunscreen. Next sunscreen I have is from Alps Goodness. It is the Aloe Vera, Cica and Allantoin sunscreen. Now this has very specifically mentioned normal to dry skin. The one that I have is SPF 30. I use this only when I'm indoors, but they also have an SPF 50, and this is PA+++. Sunscreen I feel is very good on the affordable side. This comes under 300 and I love the texture of this sunscreen. Now this one thing about this sunscreen is that it does have fragrance. It has a little bit of that fragrance, which is pleasant. But if you like sunscreens, if you like your skincare products to not have any fragrance, then you will not like it. But otherwise, it's a beautiful sunscreen. Hydrates, moisturizes, gives me that beautiful dewy kind of a look, dewy finish on the skin. It does not sting my eyes. Like a really good sunscreen, which is quite surprising. But this has great, amazing moisturizing properties, and it's very good for dry skin. And the consistency of this is lotion like, I would say. A little bit liquidy, a little bit lotion. Like, it just looks so beautiful on the skin. I just love it when I use this because it makes my skin feel so nice and dewy. So next sunscreen that I have is by Foxtail. This is the Cover Up Dewy Sunscreen. They have two variants in this. They have a matte variant and a dewy variant, and I have the dewy variant. They, I think, very recently launched the matte one. It has SPF 50, 4 pluses, prevents tanning. Now this has niacinamide in it, which is a really nice ingredient again. Pro vitamin B5 and vitamin E. It says normal to dry skin, of course, because it's a dewy sunscreen, and this is a very dewy sunscreen. I feel like this comes a little bit close to the Earth Rhythm one, gives a very nice glossy, dewy, very hydrating and moisturizing kind of a sunscreen. Now the only problem I wish is that they had come with like a less fragrant or almost a no fragrant variant in this one, because it does have a significant fragrance to it, which I don't like. But again, once you apply it, it goes away after some time. But you might want to try the matte variant if you are an oily skin. But for dry skin, this is again an amazing sunscreen. Niacinamide will also help you improve your skin texture over time, not peel underneath makeup. So if you have dry to very dry skin, get this. I have a last sunscreen, and this is by Quench. This is the Avocado SPF 50 PA+++, 4 pluses sunscreen gel. Now this says sunscreen gel. When I got this for the first time, I really thought it was going to have a gel consistency and it's going to be like that matte finish and will be suitable for oily skin. But when I started using this, it has a creamy consistency. I don't think it has any signs of a gel consistency. It has a creamy consistency, which is thick kind of, and it almost feels like a moisturizer. Now this is a sunscreen with which I can skip a moisturizer because this in itself feels like a moisturizer. Extremely hydrating, extremely moisturizing again. Ingredients that this has is avocado, pomegranate and rice water. It really does not have any white cast. Blends, you have to work a little bit. You have to put a little bit of work in blending this, but once it's blended into your skin, again gives that very nice hydrating effect on your skin. Sunscreen has chemical filters, so if you're looking for something like that, again it depends on your preference, what kind of sunscreen you're looking for. If you're looking for a sunscreen that has chemical filters in it, do try this out. It's a nice one. Yeah, that was it for today's video. I'm gonna leave all the links for you in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon with another video. Till then, bye.
I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about.
The fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.